Welcome back to the Sherwood Urban Farm. In today's video, we're going to see how many sweet potatoes can we harvest out of a 1.5 square meter bed. The thing with sweet potatoes is that it always looks like you've got a lot because it makes all this foliage, and then you think, oh, I'm getting so many sweet potatoes this year, and then you don't. But what I did do differently is normally I just leave them and it's volunteers that are coming up in the kitchen garden. But this bed, I purposely grew slips from that side, and then I planted them so that I knew that underneath there would be exactly where they are, because normally, like, I've still got a harvest on that side. It's covered 3 2.5 meter beds, and they're about 1 meter by 2.5 meter beds, and that whole lot is covered over the path and everything. And it's sometimes very disappointing because you're thinking like, oof, I'm going to get so many sweet potatoes, and then you don't. But today we're going to see how well this experiment went. Let's have a look. I mean, already, look, I think I could actually leave them a bit longer, but I want to plant something else in here now, and I want to top it up with compost. So I just figured, let's see, let's just pull it out. I've got a whole lot on that side, hopefully. I mean, there's a lot of leaves, so hopefully I've got a whole lot on that side. But so far, a little bit disappointing, but let's see what we can find. I think I must get a cutters and cut the foliage out, or they just cut them out. And then what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to ride over it with the lawnmower to cut it up into smaller bits. Otherwise it's a real pain to put in your greenhouse, in your compost. Now that is cleared, now we can see, oh, that's disappointing. Wait. Maybe it's down deeper. I'll leave that. Let's get this out. Let's see about this one. Ah, there we go. That's a bit better. I really was hoping for more, but let's weigh it. Let's see. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, hopefully that's stable. Let's weigh it and see. I'm gonna have to do this again. Put it there. Okay. Now we tar it. Let's put all the big ones in. Okay. Let's put all the big ones in. Okay. Okay, let's say that's 2 kilograms for those ones. Then put our bowl back. There we go. Okay, 4.4. So I looked online, and sweet potatoes at Checkers are at the moment 27 Rand a kilogram. And that's, I suppose it's a bit cheaper than it was about a month ago, because obviously people are starting to harvest, the farmers are harvesting their sweet potatoes now. But if I calculate that, 4.4 times 27 gives you 118 Rand and 80 cents. I did it on a calculator. Not that smart. Not that smart to do mental maths online on video. Anyway, but I'm wondering now how much I will get out of in-ground bed. I'm tempted to go and look now. Maybe I should. Let me go see. So on the way to the kitchen garden, I wanted to show you guys this. These are my volunteer sweet potatoes. Have a look at this whopper that is growing here. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh man. Oh wow. Here we go. The worst is when they break off. Wow. Look at that. Now that's a whopper. It might have actually been in here for 2 seasons. These ones, they just come up every year, and I'll leave them. In fact, some of this foliage never actually dies back in winter. I wonder if there's another one. But this is why it's worth to leave them. They can be a bit irritating. Wait, there's more. There is more. Look at that. Hang on. Hang on. And this is in the way here. Let's see. And you know what's interesting is the shape of the ones that grow in ground compared to the ones. Look at that. I think that's it, surely. Yeah. No, there's more. Wow. Okay. But like I said, I think these might have been your. Wow. Because no, there's more. There is more. Is there more? Oh, there is. There's another one. Oh, but I think this is a tiny totsy one. Maybe I must leave it. It is. Hang on, let me feel. Oh, it's not too bad. I mean, that's half decent. Okay, I really think that's it though. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's it. Sure, that's nice. Let me show you where it is. It's under the lemon tree. Hang on. See, there they are, under the lemon tree. And they're just in there. I did see there was some, I think it's down there. There's as well. But that was just, I wanted to see how big that one is. But let's go here. I wonder. I think we'll have a look at the one by the bananas. Let's have a look. So I didn't get to harvest the sweet potatoes out of this bed immediately after I did that bed, but here I am, and we're going to do it now. And I'm going to stick you on a time lapse, and then we will see how many sweet potatoes we can get out of this bed. Okay, so now we're going to weigh what we got out of that bed. I must say that bed is very dry because of the banana tree. So considering how dry it is, I'm really actually impressed. So let's put you guys so that you can see the scale. I've still got the other sweet potatoes which I'm curing, and then I'm going to weigh them again because I was busy topping up the compost and then found another whopper of a sweet potato, this guy, so can't leave him out of the equation, you know. Alright, let me weigh them. That's it. 5.35. Okay, let's have a look at this one. We'll put this whopper on first. Wow, that's almost a kilogram. It's interesting, the shape of these ones are very round compared to the in-ground beds. Is this going to be the same? Almost. No ways. Look, I'm weighing everything, even these tiny totsy things. I'm sure we can eat them. Wow, look at that. Almost exactly the same. That's incredible. Okay. And then, just for good measure, we'll weigh these guys, which I found under the lemon tree. I mean, they weren't even in a bed. Let's see. 1.67. Wow, that is incredible. Well, there you have it. If you have a small space, even if you have, I mean, that L-shaped bed is 1.5 square meters. Then that bed under the banana trees, that is 2 square meters. And then, well, this comes out from underneath the lemon tree. This just shows you that you don't need a lot of space to grow quite a bit of food. I mean, we're sitting here with about 12 kilograms of sweet potatoes out of, if we had to add those two beds together, what is that? 3.5 square meters of ground. Look, it makes it like a, I mean, you see all those vines and stuff, it grows everywhere. You can prune them back. But I mean, I don't even get this much sweet potatoes. Whenever I grow regular potatoes, the most I've ever gotten is 15 kilograms, and then that was all over. I shoved them everywhere. It was definitely more than 3.5 square meters. So sweet potatoes are the way to go. The next thing I want to do is try to grow sweet potatoes in the buckets, because I've seen the guys doing that, and that will be a game changer as well, because then you're not digging around. I mean, as I'm trying to get those potatoes out of there, I was like, oh, all little earthworms, all their hard work, making all their little passages, and there I am just digging them out. But how else do you get them out? And I must also say, I almost was near the end of the bed, I was almost thinking, no, there's not going to be anything here, because there wasn't many vines, and I had a couple of plant pots in. And there were some whoppers there. There were some whoppers. So, sweet potatoes are definitely the way to go. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say was the sweet potatoes by the banana tree. Which one was it? That's these ones. I never planted them. These are volunteers. They just come up every year by themselves. I never really watered them. I just thought, oh well, they must just do what they want. I was happy that they were sort of being a ground cover for me, and they were right under a banana tree. Who knew? Most of the sweet potatoes actually came out quite close. Anyways, I hope you found this interesting, and if you did, then please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And I hope you have a lovely day further.